Hello, Scorpio. Whoa. All right. Welcome to your September soul session. I'm Princess India. If you're new and if you're family, welcome back, my friend, and whatnot, or whatever. So, anywho, let's go ahead and jump right in. Your overall energy, Scorpio, is the Five of Wands. Okay. Conflict, and more conflict. Sorry, I have a new setup and, lighting you can't see. Just trust me. It's the Five of Wands, and your challenge, sweet Jesus, is the Tower. And that is Scorpio energy. So here's the thing, Scorpio, what it's looking like in the month of September. There's going to be some conflict between you and other people. Your challenge is going to be to not allow it to destroy you, the friendship, or the relationship, or your, gainful employment. You know what I am saying? So, more or less, how I'm feeling this, Scorpio, it feels like, let me say it like this. It feels almost like, I'll say it this way. It feels almost like an energetic attack. I know you guys had the highest views for the connection sessions last month. I don't remember what your connection session was about, but I feel like it was a warning. I don't know if I talked to you guys about something that was spiritual. I kind of feel like I did. I'm not really sure. Let me know in the comments. But I'm gonna go back and watch that after I finish this. But this could be conflict with anyone, romantical work, whatever. But the challenge for you guys is gonna be overcoming things kind of falling apart. So let me make this make sense. What this kind of says to me is it's it's almost like the energy in September is going to be testing your gangster, Scorpio. And it's almost like the conflict that's around you is like screaming for you to be involved. Like it's screaming for you to flash out. Like everything is literally like calling to, the fabric of your soul to like jump in head first, put somebody in a headlock, proverbially speaking, right? But I feel like that's the absolute worst thing that you can do, because I feel if you are reactionary and if you don't regulate your emotions this month, there's a huge potential that like everything could fall apart. You know what I mean? And this feels to me almost like getting canceled on social media. Like, and what I mean by this is like if someone upsets you and you go on social media and say some stuff, like potentially losing your job behind it, or I don't know, getting into a fist fight at work or something like that, or like I don't know, getting into it with a romantic partner and police getting called, it feels to me like something, it feels like an energetic setup. But the way and why I say like it feels like spiritual attack-ish, not saying that you're being spiritually attacked, it's because like I don't know, it's almost like the perfect setup. It's almost like being vulnerable to flash out. It's like having all of these things happen, and then this one situation happens at the right time, and it's like you losing it and like snapping. But I feel like it's serious. Like it feels like the seriousness of this would be you would respond in a way to where there's like no goesies backsies on it. You know what I'm saying? So it's more or less protecting your energy and staying calm. I can't say steer clear of conflict and chaos, because I honestly don't feel that that's realistic. It's more or less like self-control would be, the word for the month, Scorpio. Like not even bullshitting you. Let me pull these cords. I'm gonna take both of those. All right, so your central energy representing you all is the Eight of Swords in the reverse. I don't know why I keep trying when you cannot see them. Your past influence is the Six of Swords. Your hidden influence is the Hangman in the reverse. Interesting. Your potential outcome, 2 cards came out. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Cups in the reverse. Dang it. That is so odd. I am like so close to this damn camera and I'm gonna have to fix that lighting. Oh, well, I tried. And what to look out for moving forward, we have the 10 of Swords. So honestly, Scorpio, what this is looking like to me, whatever this is that we're talking about, this is something that I feel it would behoove you to end. Not necessarily saying you guys taking the action to end it. It just feels to me like something that is nearing its expiration date. And I don't know what we're talking about, right? Like specifically, this could be a myriad of different things, but and this seems to be the theme for the month. It's almost as if all of this is being set up for your benefit. I can say that for sure with the Tower, but the key is almost to like not block your blessing. Like if you were to react to the situation, that is perfect. Thank you, guys. If you were to react to this situation as opposed to respond to this situation, if you respond to the situation, then you allow, you know, spirit to work on your behalf, wrap up the cycle, you move forward, right? If you react, then you end up kind of shooting yourself in the good foot. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, coming into September, from the latter part of August, we have the Six of Swords. So I feel like you guys are kind of coming into this month in this headspace of like leaving the past behind, right? But I can tell you that whatever conflict, chaos, calamity, you know, trepidation, whatever that you left behind, so to speak, I feel like it's going to find you in September. So whatever this was, I feel, let me say it this way. I feel like I'm in total therapist mode with all of these soul sessions in September. This is one of those things like false hope syndrome. It's one of those things where you're like, I'm not doing this no more. I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? But you don't necessarily have a plan how to not like relapse. And I'm not saying like literal relapse, but I'm using that for, you know, illustrative purposes. So if you were to say like, I'm not drinking no more, I'm never going to drink again, right? If drinking was your coping mechanism, right? And I'm saying this like a hypothetical. So it's like a metaphor. So if drinking was your coping mechanism and you're like, oh my God, I'm not going to drink no more, right? And so let's say you stop drinking in August, right? You're coming into September. It's smooth sailing, you know, coming into the Eight of Swords and the reverse. Like this month, you're clear headed. You're like, I left it behind. This is not a part of my life anymore. You know what I mean? But when a crisis happens, you're going to go back to that coping mechanism because you never found a new one to replace it. You feel what I'm saying? So chaos happens, you're feeling away. The thing that you know makes you feel better is the drinking, right? But you don't have the drinking and you don't have anything to replace the drinking with. So most likely you'd relapse, right? Now I'm not you know, specifically speaking about addiction here. I'm saying this in the sense of anything. So if you were in a less than stellar relationship and you made the decision like, I'm done, I'm not putting up with their crap anymore, you have not established healthy boundaries or elected what it is you're going to say when this person calls. You know what I'm saying? So when they call, you're caught off guard and you can potentially fall back into the same cycle again, you know? And this feels to me almost like a buildup, because it feels like if you were to backslide or fall back into whatever it is that you guys have come out of, Scorpio, it would be anger towards the person and the situation, but there would also be a level of anger towards yourself as well, for allowing yourself to fall back into it, right? But overall, and so here's the thing. Thank you. So the reason why this reading is coming out like this is because there's a false sense of security. That's what my guys just said. They said false sense of security. So Scorpio is coming into September with a false sense of security. Like, I don't doubt for a second that you guys' headspace is positive and you're focused on the end goal, but it's almost like having skipped a step. And this is also a forewarning, letting you know that whatever it is that you feel like you have shifted away from or walked away from, this is going to end up kind of, you know, popping back up this month. And I feel honestly, and I'm kind of skipping around for you guys. I don't know. I'm going with it. But looking at this 3 of Cups in the reverse and this Ace of Pentacles and your potential outcome, this feels like more than one person to me. It feels kind of like family almost with this. So I don't know if you have like a toxic kind of family and you decided to kind of distance yourself from people or something along those lines, but I feel by the end of the month, Scorpio, I feel like there's going to be some sort of peace offering that's going to be given to you guys. Hold on. I don't know. The deck that I wanted, that is not the deck I wanted. It's another deck I was thinking about, but I am not about to go all the way downstairs to get it. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can get some more about it, because it feels like to me almost like a peace offering. And that's like the setup energy that I feel, because whatever this is, whoever it is that's offering you something, it isn't in alignment with you. But I don't necessarily feel that you guys would feel it that way. It's almost like how this would come off because of Scorpio being in a clear headspace and you having made a decision to walk away from something or to stop something, and you having that false sense of security. If these people or this person comes back and makes an offer to you, I feel like your judgment of the situation would be that, oh, because I stood my ground and I established healthy boundaries, like now it's like they're correcting their behavior. But that's not at all what I feel is happening with this. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever it is that is offered to you is not in alignment with you. And again, the thing that I feel is almost like kicking yourself, because it's like you fell for the okie doke, and it's like, how did I fall for this? Like, it's that kind of energy that I'm feeling with this Scorpio. Whoa. Oh, child. This is the Child card. Bro, not a fan. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna say 2 things with this, Scorpio. 2 things. So on one side, if we're talking about a past romantical partner, right? And this is you setting boundaries with this person comes back with, oh, I'm sorry. And it's like, oh, they're saying things they ain't never said before. Da, 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 da. Don't fall for the okie doke, because the thing with this is, and this is going to be a couple of messages. First thing I feel, if this is a romantical thing, if you two end up, connecting and fraternizing and gallivanting together, there is the potential you could have walked away from this relationship, situationship, whatever, and there's the potential for a child to be conceived in said situation. So look out for that. The second thing is, this is just falling in alignment with this Ace of Pentacles, to where this person, and that falls for like romantical or like family, friends, whatever, a person coming back and giving you an offer, but the offer that they're giving you is something that they've never before. So say if you left behind someone who never committed to you, right? They never wanted to do titles. All of a sudden now they would want to put a title on it, right? But the thing that's behind this, I feel like I said, it's like a setup, because you're proud of yourself because you set a boundary or did something you never did before. And it would appear to you, what the heck happened? Ugh, now my computer doing the thing. But it would appear to you as if this thing that's being offered is in response to a shift or a change that you have made, right? But the intention behind it's not that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the person or the people trying to get you back into the fold. But I feel the thing that would catch you off guard is the fact that they would do or say something they have never done or said before. Now, the third thing that I feel with this would be almost someone like leveraging a kid. And for some of you, If this is a guy, I feel this would be someone telling you that they're pregnant. They really aren't. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they would say to try to get you back into the situation. And now this is something that would occur towards the end of September. So this would be after the 15th. And I'm looking at this card that says the 18th. If this happens on the 18th of September, this would just be hilarious. And I'm still talking, y'all. I hope y'all can hear me. I'm still talking just because I don't want to lose the groove that I'm in with my computer doing the stupid stuff that it does. Please donate to my GoFundMe. I think I may have found a laptop that's actually a lot cheaper than I expected. But donate to my GoFundMe, help a girl out, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, but that's what I'm seeing with this potential outcome. But let me go ahead and fix this computer so we can get back to getting. This is so annoying. Come on, dagnabbit. Come on. What are you doing? Really? Come on. My apologies, Scorpio. I apologize. Come on. So, anywho, back to what I was saying, Scorpio. With this, yeah, I just hope and pray that y'all actually heard me. We'll find out when this plays. But like I was saying, if this is a guy, then it would be a chick who's saying that you guys are having a kid, and that is actually not the case. It's just this, ill attempt to pull you back. So kind of what it is I'm feeling for Scorpio is there some type of push and pull to where in the bigger energetic scheme of things, there is a cycle or chapter that desperately needs to end for you all. And I know, like on the 1st of September, what was it? Is it Pluto? Pluto going back in, is it going back into Capricorn? It's going back into Capricorn from like Aquarius, and it's not going to happen again for like 200 and something years. So we'll all be dead by then. You know what I'm saying? I mean, unalive by then. So it's like epic shifts and changes that are happening. So I really feel that Scorpio most certainly is a huge, or that transit has a huge influence on you guys. And I feel with this, whether this is a friend, a romantic partner, family, job, whatever it is that we're talking about, this is something that's imperative for you to sever ties with. But jumping to this hangman in the reverse that's in you guys' hidden influence, there's like a resistance to this on a core level, right? So it's almost with the 6 of swords and this 8 of swords in the reverse, this to me would be an illusion of progress. You know what I'm saying? Almost like, girl, I'm over him. Like, ain't nobody worried about him. Like, I'm moving on, right? It's saying stuff like that, but where it is you truly stand is anchored by this hangman in the reverse. And I feel by now it's pretty clear. Like, I mean, it would be dead ass clear that this isn't necessarily in your best interest, right? But I don't know. It's almost like, it's very much every time I try to leave, something keep pulling me back. It's very much vibes like that I'm feeling. But the thing to look out for with this 10 of swords, you guys, like I said, with this potential outcome, this 10 of swords is telling me that you guys are being set up, right? There's a part of you that is still kind of tied to this thing or reluctant to let go of this thing, even if you're trying to rationalize it like, oh, this is my mom. Like, yeah, she's toxic, but like, how could I like cut off my mom? Right? You know what I'm saying? It's stuff like that of how you're trying to make sense out of the nonsense. But it feels to me like time frame wise, you're coming up on a time whatever this is, it needs to be cut out of your life. And I feel the pattern up until now has been the illusion of moving forward, but you always somehow, some way end up falling back into the same thing. Even if we were to X out all of the people and just make this a thought process within yourself, it's like this would be a self-sabotatory cycle that you've been rehearsing with different people. You know what I'm saying? And the whole key is not being able to let go and cut things off, right? But I feel how this is going to end up panning out, like, towards the end of September, going into October, whether you like it or not, I feel whatever the situation is, it's going to end regardless. There could potentially be some betrayal in here, like some backstabbing, finding out you were lied to, like I was saying, with the potential outcome being set up for the okie doke, seemed like the person changed, they made a wonderful offer, but you end up finding out there was like strings attached to it. I don't doubt for a second that something like that is going to become clear at the end of the month. But like I told you guys in the beginning, this is all about reaction versus responding. It's like whatever this is, it's going to end anyway. But the thing that you do have control over is how this pans out, right? If you react, then you could end up, in jail, hypothetically speaking, right? If you respond, this thing is still going to happen, but you can kind of walk away from it with the clarity that this most certainly isn't for you. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel this is all about self-control and like surrender in a sense. It's like a silent or quiet release. It's like full on acceptance of the ending of this and not resisting it, And I feel whether this is with a particular person or people, or if this is just a pattern within yourself, I feel there's been a continuous pattern up until now of resistance and not letting things go. And this is giving you an opportunity to like allow this to, kind of breeze past you and not allow it to, put you in a position to where you shoot yourself in the good foot. You know what I'm saying? And end up, somebody needing to send you bail money or something, But anyway, Scorpio, that has been your soul session for September. Most certainly let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, I love your freaking face and I will see you guys sooner